Okay. Welcome everyone. Welcome to this very impromptu and very short stream. This is going to be a very short flight from Amsterdam Schiphol Airport to London Heathrow, and it's going to be a very short flight of about 1 hour and 15 minutes. That's all. And the pre-flight and departure and all that should take around 30 minutes. So the stream should be lasting for around 2 hour 15 minutes, 2 hour 30 minutes. That's all. You can chat with me in the chat. I'll be answering all your questions, all your queries, all that is I'll be answering to all your questions. I'm looking and monitoring the chat. We'll get going in just a minute. Yep. So before we do anything, let's get connected to the ATC network we have. Okay, we have successful connection. Okay, let's get into the cockpit. Let's look at the beautiful aircraft we have. We are flying the beautiful KLM 100 years livery from Amsterdam Schiphol to London Heathrow. This is the aircraft we are flying. This is the Boeing 737-800, and we'll be flying this from here. We have another KLM departing behind us. That's beautiful. There he is. There he is taxiing. Then we have TUI. Very good. That looks really nice. So let's get into cockpit, start our preparations. Before we do anything, I'll turn on the battery. Battery guards are on. You guys can tell me if the volume's too high. I'll set that for you. Okay, battery's on. You can hear the aircraft is coming to life. And let's get our GPU connected, ground power unit. There we go. GPU is connected. All of you watching, you can talk to me in the chat. I'll be responding to all your queries and questions. Also, let me make sure you guys can see me. Okay. Yep, that should be better. You guys can see me at the bottom left corner of your screen. Good. Welcome everyone to this flight. We're flying the beautiful KLM 100 years livery from Amsterdam Schiphol to London Heathrow. Yeah, that's the aircraft we're flying. That's the Boeing 737-800. Okay, let's get back in the cockpit. I've just turned on the battery and ground power, and nothing else is done. Okay, and I'll start turning on the brightnesses of the panel so that I can see much better. I don't need the lights there. These lights can come on. Background lighting a bit, ADF is flooding. These lightings can come on as well, and this panel lighting. Good. And we'll connect to ATC and ask for a radio check. We're already connected. Before we do that, I'll set IRS to align. Left to nav and right to nav. So we have 9 minutes until the IRS align. We'll start our flows. Let's go over here. Let's see what ATC is available. I think tower is available. So we have tower, approach, and ATIS. We'll connect to tower and ask for a radio check. 119.225. So we'll tune that in. So we have 119.225. Good. Okay.
KLM 729er, you're clear to Princess Juliana Airport, Falco to Sierra departure. The runway is 24, initially climb flight level 60, squawk 2110.
Clear to St. Martin, Berkeley to Sierra, runway 24, initial climb 6,000 feet, squawk 2110, KLM 729.
Okay.
KLM 729, confirm initial climb flight level 60.
60, sorry, KLM 729.
KLM 729, report correct, report ready for push.
KLM 3276, good morning, radio check.
KLM 3276, reach you 5, hello.
Radio 5, we copy that. KLM 3276, thank you. Okay. So we have the radio checked. Let's get the ATIS. Let's get the ATIS now. So let's see.
Stand by, 2Jet 4425,
Okay.
contact departure 121.2.
8S is 123.975.
KM 628. And Nick,
Okay, so we've tuned the 8S. I don't think voice 8S is available, so let me write down whatever is necessary. I'm going to write down, I have a pen and paper here, so that's going to be useful for writing down stuff, which is always recommended to have while flying as well as when you're streaming and doing virtual flights like these. Yeah, 8S, I've tuned it right, so I'll click on that. There we go. So the 8S information is Juliet and QNH is 1013. Takeoff runway 24. Let me get that once again. Takeoff runway 24, transition level 4024. Okay, variable and all that is fine. Significance. Okay, information Juliet. Okay, I'll ask him for clearance now. Yeah, so that we can start. We'll continue with the flows. Let's tune back to tower. Okay, I'll be doing these flows now.
Air France 1582, turn right, Delta, taxi via Bravo, Quebec, and then Bravo again to Bravo 23.
Air France 142, turn right, Delta, Bravo, Quebec, and then Bravo 23.
Correct.
I hope the game sounds are good and you guys can hear me as well. Let me pump that just a bit so that you can hear the aircraft well. Nice. So now the Mach speed warning test 1, 2, stall warning 1, 2, stick takers checked. Okay, so I'll ask for clearance now. I've tuned tower. KLM 3276 requesting clearance to London Heathrow with information Juliet.
First KLM 481, contact departure 121.2. Contacting departure 121.2. Graag gedaan, hoi. KLM 3276, I call you back shortly. First KLM 33 Mike Bravo, ready to copy?
Go ahead, 33 Mike Bravo.
KLM 33 Mike Bravo, you're cleared to Princess Juliana Airport, Sint Maarten. Via the Falco to Sierra departure, runway 24, initially climb flight level 60, squawk is 2133.
Cruiser Princess Juliana, about code 2 Sierra, runway 24, initial altitude flight level 60, squawk 2133, KLM 33 Mike Bravo.
KLM 33 Mike Bravo, correct, report ready.
Okay, then 1 whiskey fully ready.
KLM 57 Alpha, the wind is 140 with 8, you're cleared for takeoff 24, bye bye.
Cleared for takeoff runway 24, KLM 57 Alpha.
KLM 481, contact departure 121.2.
Okay, KLM 18 whiskey, fully ready.
KLM 18 whiskey, information, Juliet, QNH 1012, push and start approved.
Push and start approved, KLM 18 whiskey.
Order station calling, please repeat.
KLM 3276 requesting clearance to London Heathrow with information Juliet.
KLM 3276, yes, you're cleared to London Heathrow. Falco to Sierra departure, runway 24. Initially climb flight level 60, squawk is 6272.
KLM 3276 clear to London via the runway 24 and Falco to Sierra departure. Initial climb to flight level 60 and squawk 627. I couldn't copy the squawk. Could you repeat the squawk, please?
KLM 3276, last digit is a 2, 6272.
Squawk 6272, KLM 3276.
Confirm initial climb flight level 60.
Confirm initial climb flight level 60. KLM 3276.
Sorry, correct, report ready.
We'll report when we are ready for push and start, KLM 3276. Okay, we have got the clear.
Vehicles are Delta 259 Heavy, Delta 3 ready ready to push.
Okay, so we'll call him when we are ready to push. I'll turn that off just so that there's not much of disturbance. I'm loading the fuel and payload. Okay, we have enough fuel, good. And payload for today. Payload is basically how much of passengers and cargo we are carrying. Okay, you can talk to me in chat. I will be replying to all your questions. Okay, so payload for today, we're expecting a zero fuel weight of 60.4. So payload for today should be 17.8. I'm expecting that, yeah. No, 17. 17.2 should do good. Yep. Let's see that. 17.2 tons. 17,200 kgs. Let's see that loader. Yeah, so 60.3. We have 60.4 on our flight plan. That's good. Okay. We're good to go. And we have 1 minute to align. We'll put this to ground power. Good. Batteries are charging. Then let's start programming our FMC. Let's go over here. Let's go to our position and we can clear this out. Go to the next page, copy the GPS position, come back and enter it over here. There's our IRS and our reference airport is EHAM, Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. Okay, I'm not going to put the reference gate because that's not properly simulated in this sim. Okay, let's go. And then we can go to our route page. Going from EHAM to EGLL. I'm running the latest AIRAC as well as the latest update for the Zibo 737 mod for this aircraft. Good. We have programmed there. Right. Yeah, that's done. That's good. Next, yeah, let's start programming the other stuff in. Yeah, zero fuel weight, all that is done. Let's go to our perf page. So in a this is our performance page. Gross weight and zero fuel weight is correct, so I'm happy with that. Okay, you get, that's what I'm repeating again and again. You can talk to me in chat. I will be responding to all your questions and queries in the chat. Right. So zero fuel weight is done. We are I'm looking at the flight plan on the other screen on my other computer, so I'm using that. So I'm expecting reserve fuel of 1 ton, 1.0, and cost index for today for KLM Airways is cost index is 15. And cruising altitude I'm expecting is 240. Maybe a bit more, yeah, no issues. You can go to 240. Execute that. And cruise wind as per our flight plan, cruise wind is 205 at 036 knots. 205 at 036 knots. Cruise wind is put, and the temperature we have is 23 degrees Celsius. Let's see the top of climb OAT. Top of climb OAT for today, as per our flight plan, is minus 27 degrees Celsius. So we have negative 27. Let's put that in over here. Okay, ice radiation of 6 degrees Celsius. That's done. Good. Let's go to N1 limit page. That's programmed correctly. We're good there. Go to our takeoff page. We'll be doing a flaps 5 takeoff, and we are having a takeoff CG of 25.9. Let's put that in. 25.9er. That goes there. And takeoff trim of 4.75. I'll set that. Takeoff trim is set. Okay. V speeds. V1 is 136, 138, and 147. Right. So V1 is 136. Rotation speed is 138. And safe speed is 147. Let me put that into our PFD as well as our MFD. Right. V1 is 136. 136. Good. And V2 is 138. 138. Done. V1 and V2 set, and no, VR is set, and the V2 is 147. I'll add 147 plus 15, so 162 should be good. Okay, that's on our FMC. That's good. Let's continue with our flows here. Yaw damper can come on. Okay, and I'll leave all of that on. We can start our APUs, but I'll let it run for a while. Right. Everything else, yeah. Passenger signs can come on. And let me see if you have jetway. Yes, we do have a jetway. Let's see if it's get connected, and we can start letting the passengers into our aircraft. There we go. We'll ask for jetway connection. So you can see the jetway is moving. The jetway should be moving, right? And the jetway should get connected, and passengers should start boarding the aircraft. Let's get back in and continue our preparations. There we go. And I'll start with the pre-flight checklist. Pre-flight checklist is right over here. I'm using a printed out pre-flight checklist. If you guys want me on stream as well, I can show it to you in the next one. There is a checklist in the inbuilt aircraft. So if I pull up this one, you can use this checklist as well. Okay. But this is much more lesser than the one I have in the physical printed checklist. Good. Parking brake is set. Battery guard closed. Standby power guard closed. Fuel pumps can come on. We are not using the center fuel pumps. There is no fuel in the center tank. Left fuel pumps and right fuel pumps. Fuel pumps can come on. You can hear that at the back of the aircraft. Good. APU can be started now. APU can. Before we do that, logo on, wing on.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yep.
we'll be taking off in just a few minutes. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure.
Thank you for that, first officer. Right. And we'll be cruising at flight level 240.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have
I'll
a good
put
flight.
250, no issues. Okay. Yeah. Position lights, logo lights are on. Cabin lights are set for boarding. Let's set that. Ground services. Cabin lighting for white bright and white bright. It's set for boarding. Good. Position lights to steady. Good. We are good there. Anti-collision lights can come on. Yeah. We can start our APU. APU goes to start. If you guys are wondering what's the APU, APU is a very small jet engine at the back of the aircraft, which produces alternate power so that we can start up our engines, or in case of dual engine failure or hydraulics failure, we can use the APU for those situations. Okay, and we have the ground power. As soon as we get disconnected from ground power, we need to have power even before we start the engines. So that's why we are using this engine. You can hear the APU starting to spool up. Right. Good there. Let's head upstairs. Okay. Okay, APU is on. Once the APU stabilizes, we'll turn on the APU gens. You can ask me questions. I know someone's watching, and I'm monitoring the stream as well as on my second monitor right here. You can talk to me in chat, and I'll be replying to all your questions. Okay, let's continue. APU is available, so APU gen on. Good, and APU bleeds can come on. Packs can go to auto. Trim air can come on. Right. Passenger signs are on, and emergency exit signs can be armed. Emergency exits are armed. Packs at auto, IRS mode selectors nav, and FMC's program. Let me check that. Yeah, our route is not programmed. Flight plan clearance is done. Yeah. So let's go to our route page. Let me tune back to tower so that let's keep monitoring that as well. So let's head over here, route page. So next page. So it's a very short route that I'll be looking at the flight plan and programming. It's just 2 or 3 waypoints. So we are departing runway 24 out of Amsterdam. So we'll put that in, departure or arrival, departing runway 24. Okay, and we are using the Falco 2 Sierra departure. Let me check that. Yeah, Falco 2 Sierra departure, sorry. Our departure is set. You can go to our route page. Go to our next page. Yeah, Falco, Irid. From Irid, we are going on the airway Lima 980 to Logan and then we'll be on our
Australia
arrival.
5471, it's then Charlie 10 with information kilo, ready for push start.
Delta 259er, give way to
Logan
the
2
KLM
hotel arrival.
747 from left. They're after joint
Arrival
offer.
is
Okay, give way to KLM 747 with the left to right on Alpha.
Logan 2 hotel arrival onto runway 27 right.
You're number 1 at Alpha 12.
That's runway 27 right. We can change that if the ATC wants us to change. No issues. Right.
KLM 729er, the
We're good
Delta
there?
on your right will give way. You are number 1.
Okay. So
Okay,
Volko,
that's a good
Logan
plan.
to hotel, and then ILS. Nice. We're good there. Let's go to our legs page. Let's quickly run through our flight plan. Let me check if there's any kind of weird discontinuities. I'll just run through it.
Information kilo.
Stand by, I call you back. Other station, just calling. Say again.
Okay, I don't see any discontinuities. I'm happy with the flight plan.
Australia
Let's
then,
execute
Australia
that.
571, it's Charlie 10, ready for push start.
Activate and execute. Okay. I'll do the descent, no issues.
547 1, information
Okay.
kilo,
And
QNH
if,
1012,
all that
push
is
start.
good.
1012 and QNH and push and start.
Okay.
you have
Let's
kilo?
continue with the procedures.
Absolutely, information kilo.
Window heats can come on. Window heats are on.
Trial new flight
Yeah. Flight altitude is set. Landing altitude, I'll be looking at that over here.
Confirm you filled in a route.
Let me
Otherwise,
check
please
the
do
landing
so.
altitude for London Heathrow. So it's 83 feet, right? 83 feet, I'll put that as 100 feet. Okay, landing altitude is set. Happy with that?
only one
Okay, let's just jump
Okay,
to
I'm 6
position, performance, takeoff. Okay, takeoff rate.
receive
I want cut back thrust at 1000 feet, and let's bring it back at
Try
3000
again,
feet.
trial
Go.
KM 61.
I'm happy with that.
Other station
So,
calling earlier, please say again.
so all of that is done. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, initial altitude is done. Yaw damper is on. Window heat is on. Flight altitude set. Landing altitude. Let me just decrease the volume. I think that'll be interesting to you guys a bit, and you guys won't be able to hear me. Yeah, that should be much better. You can hear me over the ATC speaking. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So landing altitude set. Flight directors on. Flight directors left side and right side. Flight directors on. LNAV and VNAV. VNAV, LNAV, set. Minimums. Yep. This has to be done. So also our QNH is 1013. 1013 set. This side. And 1013 set on the first officer side. Good there. And yep. Let's set the minimums. Minimums for we are EHAM, Schiphol, next, yeah. So we are at 11 feet, so minimums will be 1011 feet. Is that? Set. On the captain side, on the first officer side, let's set that as well. You guys can talk to me in chat. I'm monitoring the chat constantly. Sheikh Irfan, bro, could you please tell me about the exams before joining flight school? Which exams should we? Okay, yeah. Talking about exams. So first thing you'll have to do is your medicals. Make sure you're fit to fly, and then get into the exams. So talking about exams, you'll have to clear basically 3 papers to become a commercial pilot in India, and there are 2 other papers if you want to do your flight training in India. Otherwise, if you want to go abroad, then you don't have to write those 2 papers. Yeah, you don't have to write those 2 papers. You'll have to write different papers. Right. If you clear the 3 major papers you'll have to write as per DGCA is air navigation, air meteorology, and air regulations. Okay. Air navigation is the most difficult paper. It's for 100 marks. Air meteorology and air regulations is for 50 marks. Also, before you write your exams, you'll need something called as a computer number to register for these exams. Okay? You'll have to submit your documents to DGCA, your graduation certificate if it's done, or your 10th or 12th mark sheets and verification certificates for the same. have to be submitted, and other details like passport, Aadhaar card, PAN card, all that have to be submitted. Once that's done, you will be able to get your computer number. Once you get your computer number, you can register on the online portal for DGCA exams. Usually exams happen 4 times in a year, usually in February, and then July, September and December. But because of COVID, it's kind of changed. Look at when the exams are happening, and then you can apply for that on the DGCA portal. It's called pariksha.dgca.in. Pariksha is PARIKSHA.dgca.in. Okay, that was about your exams. If you have further queries, again, you can come back to, you can talk to me in the chat. I'll be answering your questions. Okay, let's proceed with the flight. Okay, we are almost ready to go. Yeah, let's continue with that. Minimums are set, altimeter set. Also, I have to set my reference altimeter to HPA 1013 set. Fine. Altimeter set, auto brake 2, rejected takeoff. Auto brakes are set, and altimeters are set, auto brake, comm radio set, doors are closed. Okay, we can disconnect the jetway and ask for close of doors. Ground services. Sam, please disconnect the jetway. Okay, jetway goes bye-bye. Also, we don't need ground power anymore. We are running the APU. Ground power can go off, and I don't need ground power. Good. Right. Yeah. Let's ask for pushback. Let me give you some sounds so you can enjoy the engine start. Let me bring back the volume of the X-Pilot. That should be much better. Yep. Okay, we're good to go there. Let me head over here, tune tower, back to tower.
Okay, then 729er, how long do you need? Do you think?
Okay, let's continue with the flight. I hope you guys are getting good sound as well. Let me increase that for you guys a bit more so that you can hear the engines roar up. Okay, let me bring that.
KLM 628, you're unreadable. And your flight plan is still not valid, so recheck. I can not help you right now.
Okay. Auto throttle can go armed.
Delta 259er, contact disregard.
Okay. Firmware is on. All of that looks good.
KLM 33 Mike Bravo, you're able to depart Sierra 6. Aircraft at Sierra 7 has some technical issues.
No, that's no problem, KLM 33 Mike Bravo.
Okay, very good. All of
Mike Bravo,
that.
hold short Sierra 6.
Hold short Sierra 6, KLM 33 Mike Bravo.
KLM 3276 requesting pushback and startup clearance. No, it's not compulsory to write IGROA commercial pilot license.
5471, runway 24 Sierra 5, cleared for takeoff. The wind is 140 with 8 knots. Bye-bye.
IGROA is not compulsory at all. You have to write the IGROA exams only if you want to join the IGROA Indira Gandhi Udan Academy Flight School.
KLM 3276 for push confirmed.
KLM 3276, yeah, we are ready to push and start.
KLM 3276, set squawk 6272 first, please. Let me know when you change it.
Copy that. We'll set the squawk and let you know. Okay, you told me to set the squawk. So squawk is 6272. Okay.
Speedbird 429, Triple Tower, hello. You're cleared London Heathrow, Falco to Sierra departure, runway 24. Initially climb flight level 60, squawk 7336.
Clear of contact.
Heathrow, we have the bound code 20 departure, runway 24, flight level 60, squawk 7336. Speedbird 429er.
Speedbird 429er, correct. Report ready. And for your information, there's quite some noise in the background. Maybe you could do something about it.
Okay, we'll check Speedbird 429er, thank you.
You can report ready for push.
KLM 3276, we have set squawk 6272 and we are ready for pushback and startup.
KLM 3276, thanks. Information is Kilo QNH 1012, push and start approved.
With information kilo 1012, push and start approved, KLM 3276.
That was everyone at the same time. Say again.
KLM 145 with your final 1 in, right?
KLM 145, hello. Schiphol Tower. Runway 18 right to clear to land. The wind is 140 with
Show me where you want to go.
Okay. Okay, we are supposed to go towards runway
KM 729 for
24.
departure.
Let me check if you're
KLM
pushing back a
729,
bit.
roger. Line up and wait, runway 24. There will be one departure in front from Sierra 6.
London runway 24, right behind the departure.
We're going runway 24. Okay, it's right behind us, so very short taxi. So we'll be going this way.
Giant 8751, I'll call you back shortly. First, KLM 33 Mike Bravo, the wind is 140 with 6, runway 24 Sierra 6, clear to take off, bye-bye.
Clear takeoff, runway 24 Sierra 6, KLM 33 Mike Bravo, we'll see ya.
Yeah, thanks, bye-bye.
Runway 24 is
KLM
right.
621, file fighter.
Clear of conflict.
Okay, that's our TCAS. I think there's aircraft behind us. No, I don't think so. Okay.
KLM 628, it's still not valid. I see a blank window in the route field. Please recheck.
And everything else is good. Yep. Before we start engines, packs can go to off position. Packs to off position.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Thank you for that.
Giant 8751, you're ready to copy? Giant
So basically, after
8751,
getting
you're
done with
cleared
class 2 medical,
to,
I can
Los
join
Angeles.
flight school. Yes.
Bergie 1 Sierra
No,
departure, out
there's
of runway
one
24.
condition. You can join your flight school after your class 2, but you will have to clear your class 1 medical to get a commercial pilot's license. With your class 2, you'll get only a private pilot's license. To get a commercial pilot license, you need to clear your class 1 medicals. For that, you'll have to clear it from an Air Force center in your initials, and then it can be renewed from docket, normal doctors, DGCA approved doctors. Right. That should get your answer.
Been inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay.
Giant
Ground crew says
8751,
release parking brake.
it's
Release
140
parking
with
brake.
6. Would you like me to calculate the tailwind or you do it yourself?
Starting pushback, and you may start engine.
Okay, starting pushback and starting engines. Good. Engine number 2 to ground.
7, any question push start.
Yeah. Enjoy the engine start.
From Zarya 7 Hotel, in the information kilo, QNH 1012, pushing start approved.
Push start approved, information kilo,
Okay.
Tanzania 7.
Let's have 25% on the N1. Fuel introduced.
First KLM 729er, the wind is 140 with 6, runway 24, cleared for takeoff, bye.
He'll be taking off right now. That's a KLM 747. Beautiful, beautiful aircraft.
And good luck. Giant 8751, say again.
Traffic.
I shouldn't have said TRA. No issues. That'll be there as soon as the aircraft departs.
Clear of conflict.
No issues?
Giant 8751, yeah, I think so, but which runway would you like? But maybe I can accommodate.
Okay. And so we have good start on engine number 2. Let's go to engine number 1 to ground.
I can offer you 1-8 left, for example. If that's
Enjoy
not
that
okay,
as well.
Let me know which one you would like.
Any more questions? I'm right here. I'll be answering all your questions. But taxiing and takeoff is a little bit of a crucial part of the flight. So when I'm doing that, I might be up here a little bit busy. I'll concentrate on flying the aircraft. Put up a question. I will answer to you as soon as we get into climb and cruise part of the flight.
KLM 621, file 5 there.
Yeah, we have 25% on the N1, fuel introduced.
KLM 628. It looks like it's better now. I will call you back shortly, stand by.
Stand by, KLM
Okay,
62.
parking brake set.
Then your call sign is 628.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Disconnecting to
Oh,
copy
that's
that.
weird. Okay, KLM 628.
This is a
that's
busy,
one
busy
if you would
traffic.
like to change it, then
There are a
you
lot
can
of
log
aircraft.
off and log back on.
This is going to be a good talk.
No,
Okay.
it's okay.
Let me check my
Roger.
head tracking. Head tracking started.
Okay,
I don't think it's working yet.
Yeah, two at the same time. KLM1918, final 27, correct?
Runway 27.
Okay.
KLM1918, runway
I don't
27,
know
you're
why
clear for
this
that.
changes
The wind is
again. I'm not
140 with 6.
Clear left runway 27, KLM 1918.
That
All the
should be
station
good.
calling, say
We
again.
have head tracking.
Okay, next 18, forward ignition start.
Bluemax 184, information kilo, QNH 1012. Push and start approved.
Sure, please, Bluemax 124.
Can I confirm you have kilo 184?
Exact.
Thanks.
KLM 3276 ready to taxi to runway 24.
Tow is
KLM
disconnected.
3276, taxi holding point Sierra 7.
Signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Taxi to holding point Sierra, runway 24, KLM 3276.
Holding point is Sierra 7.
Sierra 7, copy that, KLM 3276. Okay, so we are ready to taxi.
Giant 8751.
Okay,
You're ready to
taxi
copy the
can
order
go
clear?
to auto, auto, isolation valve, auto.
Giant 8751, you're cleared to Los Angeles.
Engine
Runway
generators
3
can
Echo departure.
come on.
Runway 18
AP
left.
bleeds are off.
Initially
AP
climb flight level
off.
60
Taxi
and
lights
clock is
on.
2112.
Runway turn off lights on. Taxi lights on. And their position to strobe and set. We're good there. Yep. And flight controls down, up, left, right, rudders, left,
Giant
right,
8751,
check.
no worries. Approach is going offline soon,
Okay.
so it's not
Recall.
any problem anymore.
Okay,
The
we're good there.
reactor report ready for push.
Okay, recall is done. Yeah, let's start our taxi. Parking brake is released.
Speedbird 42-liner, standard Delta 4 and liner, push start.
Speedbird 429er, information kilo, QNH 1012. Startup and pushback facing east approved.
Successful, taxi, QNH 1012, second kilo, Speedbird 42-liner.
Triple Tower, KLM 633. KLM 633, Tower, go ahead.
Triple Tower, good evening. British Aerospace 461. Stand Bravo 20 with Kilo Connection 0 to request dieback clearance to London Heathrow, KLM 633.
KLM 633, you're cleared London Heathrow. Volco to Sierra departure, runway 24. Initially climb flight level 60, squawk 7344.
Clear depart to Heathrow out of runway 24, Volco to Sierra departure. Initial flight level 60, squawk 7344, KLM 633.
KLM 633, correct, report ready for push.
KLM 628, requesting clearance for flight.
Okay,
KLM
that's
628, can you accept flight level 290, a bit lower for cruise?
Flight level 2990, that's okay.
KLM 628, Roger, I have changed your flight then. Your new cruise level is 290. You're cleared to Hamburg via the Andik 1 Sierra departure, runway 24. Initially climb flight level 60, squawk is 3132.
okay. Landing lights can come on.
Okay, good. November
Taxi
3,
lights
KLM
go
918.
off. And engine mode selectors to continuous. Parking brake
Clear for runway
set.
24.
And cabin
Initial
light
climb,
on.
flight level
2, take off and
60.
landing.
Squawk 3130.
Let me check to close the
KLM
door.
628, confirm departure Andik 1 Sierra, squawk is 3132.
Close for departure. KLM 3276 at holding point Sierra 7, ready for departure runway 24.
Sierra departure. KLM 628.
KLM 3276, de wind is 140, wind 6, runway 24, cleared for takeoff. Bye.
Cleared for takeoff, KLM 3276.
Yes, bye. KLM 628, confirm squawk 3132. And initial
flaps
climb flight level
2.
60.
1, 2, and 5.
Annick 1 Sierra departure. Squawk 3132. Initial climb to flight level 60.
KLM 628, read back correct. Report ready for pushback.
Stand
Ready
Bravo
for
20,
pushback.
request push and start KLM 628.
First, KLM 1918, you can taxi to Charlie 13, turn left Alpha.
Taxi to Charlie 13 via Alpha.
Okay, we have got our takeoff clearance. We can start our takeoff roll.
Tanzania 7
Let me
Hotel,
concentrate
taxi runway 24 Sierra 7 via Alpha 4 Bravo.
24 Sierra 7 via Alpha 4 Bravo.
Okay. We are lined up.
840 taxi.
Throttle 40%. Enjoy the takeoff. Throttle 40 set. Engine stable. Toga.
Lumax 184, taxi runway 24 Sierra 7, you can turn right Alpha.
20.10 Sierra 7 for runway 24 via Amsterdam.
Power 80 knots.
Check.
KLM 145, you can taxi to Charlie 5 via Quebec at this
Clear
time,
one.
course runway 187.
Rotate.
Charlie 5, Quebec 185.
Positive rate.
Get up.
Speedbird 429er, taxi on the point Sierra 7, runway 24.
Flaps
400.
check.
Stand Bravo 20, request push and start KLM 628.
Flaps 1.
633,
1000.
information kilo,
Check.
QNH 1012, push and start approved.
102, push and start approved KLM 628.
You have kilo, covered.
With kilo on board, QNH 101, KLM 628.
Thank you. KLM 3276, enable squawk mode Charlie, please.
Enable squawk mode Charlie 3276.
1,000 to go.
KLM 621, 628. Request pushback. Ready for pushback.
KLM 628, first read back the entire clearance once again, because it's
That's
unclear if you understood. You're cleared Hamburg, Anlik 1 Sierra departure, runway 24, initial climb is flight level 60, squawk 3132, and if you would like it via text, let me know.
Clear for depart.
1,000 to go.
Check.
Squawk 31. And
KLM 628, read back is correct, and let me know when you set the squawk. And then I can give you push clearance. KLM 3005, Schiphol Tower. Good day, sir. You're cleared London Stansted. Falco to Sierra departure out of runway 24. Initial climb flight level 60, squawk 7340.
Clear to Stansted as well. From 24 Marco to Sierra departure level 60 initial. And squawk 7340.
Trimmed out.
KLM 3005, read back correct, report ready. Rosa Area 7, Hotel, de wind, land for 086, 24, clear for takeoff, up here.
Clear for takeoff on 24, Sunny 7 airline service.
Hoi.
Good afternoon, score third, Cessna 2303 at stand
Yeah,
close, 6, aircraft tapping, your bus.
Autopilot can come on.
We have a flight each of Kilo, okay? Inga for remaining.
Altitude to 6,000. KLM 3276, we are airborne.
KLM 3276, you can monitor Unicom 122.8. Next time you can switch yourself at the 2000 seat. Bye.
122.8 for KLM 3276. Thank you for your wonderful services. Have a good day. Bye bye.
You too, bye. Lufthansa 3, correction, Lufthansa 2303. You're cleared, Munich.
Okay, at 6,000, we can directly climb to 24,000 feet. That's our cruising altitude. I was very happy with that departure. Very smooth departure. AFCAT exams is for joining airlines. No, AFCAT is for joining the Air Force. AFCAT is not at all necessary to join the airlines. Commercial pilot license does not require the AFCAT exams. AFCAT is specifically to join the Air Force. Air Force has very different medical criteria as compared to the commercial aviation market that you are looking for. Good climb. Let me bring back the volume for you guys, and so that we can head outside and look at the views. Beautiful, beautiful views. That should be much better. You can hear my voice over the voice of the aircraft or the sound of the aircraft. That should be good. That was a beautiful departure. I was happy with that. And we are climbing to 24,000 feet. Standard altimeters, standard and standard. Good. Let me see. Pilot journey by ADC. London control should come into space. Good. We're maintaining a nice climb. We are having a very low cost index. That's why the climb will be slow, but it should be a good one. Let me bring back the volume. When we are inside the cockpit, the volume is quite low. Yep. Yeah, you can talk to me. We are in the climb and cruise part of the phase of the and that message should go away. It should go away right now. Good. Yeah. How will you get to know no other airplanes are around you? So we have something called a TCAS. Okay, it's called a Traffic Collidance and Avoidance System. It's over here. Okay, it says TARA, Traffic Advisory and Resolution Advisory. It gives us aircrafts on the map or display over here. Also, if we are visual with the aircraft, it's the responsibility of the pilots to stay away from the aircraft, and the ATC will also use their radars and their separations to separate us from different aircraft. As you know, I was talking to ATC, the tower, so he will keep in mind that before giving me takeoff clearance, he'll make sure there are no aircraft around me, and then he'll let me take off. That's how we get to know if the aircraft are around us. Okay, we're going to cruise. Engine mode can go to off. Runway turn off light can come off. Landing lights can come off. Logo can come off, and wings can come off. Anti-collision lights can be on. Collision lights can go off. Good there. Everything else looks good. Pitot heat can come off. Probe heats can come off. And this can go to Gen 1. Yep. Everything else looks good. No warning lights eliminated. Okay, we are happy with that. Next we are having a climb. It's a very short flight, so I'll do my descent preparation quite advanced. So if you go to a decent page, forecast, I'll put my forecast winds. Yep, forecast winds are 181 at flight level 181 and flight level 148 and flight level 082. The winds are 219.017. We might have a crosswind while landing, that should be a good one. 210 at 109. 019. Is it right? No. 206 at 021. That's over here. And 204 at 024. 024. Okay, that's good. And QNH we are expecting at London Heathrow, as per our flight plan, is 1011. 1011 QNH. Execute that. Descent preparation is almost complete. I'll look at the arrival. ILS runway 27. So which are charts? Not charts, sorry, airports. Airport, ETLL, ILS runway 27. Approach 0927, right? 27 right. First I'll set the minimums. Minimums is 278 feet. Let me set that in. Minimums to Barrow and 278. We set that. .278 set on the right side, on the left side, sorry, and then on the right side. 278 set. Good there. 278 left and right. Minimums are set, and the frequency we need to tune for the ILS is 110.3. We put that in. ILS frequency 110.30. ILS frequency is done, and we have a VOR. VOR frequency is 113.6. 113.6. 60 clear. VOR and ILS is tuned. We are happy with that. Descent preparation is complete. Okay, and approach, we'll be doing a flaps 30 approach, very long runway. So 148 is our reference speed. Let me set that. I'll set it to 150. 150 set. Good. And course will be landing at this 269er. If the ATC wants us to land a different runway, we'll set that as well. Happy with that? We're in our closing altitude. Cabin lights can go to cruise. Cabin lights, sorry. Cabin lighting to cruise. Right. Good there. Let's enjoy some wing views. Beautiful wing views. Before we do that, let me check everything else looks good. Yep, everything else here looks good. Yeah, pressure in the cabin is good. We are not experiencing any kind of problems, and yeah, we're good there. Yeah. How will due to COVID in current situation, does flight schools conduct classes in online? See, you don't have to think about that, because flight schools are conducting flying lessons even offline. Okay, if you want to clear your DGC exams, there are private instructors. Okay, there are captains of different airlines, and there are other certified ground instructors who are taking classes online as well as offline. As it depends on your city. right? So if you're in a city like Delhi, or if you are in a city like Bombay, I would suggest go for I would recommend some flight ground instructors like Captain Tapesh Kumar. His YouTube channel is Boeing Boy. He has his academy called Vinod Yadev Aviation Academy. You can go there. And there's Captain Kharbanda Aviation Academy. So they're very good flight instructors, in the sense ground instructors who are taking very good DGCA ground classes. You can join with such ground instructor for great DGCA coaching. And if you, it's good to clear your DGCA exams first and then go for flying, because the idea is that if you clear the exams, as soon as you're done with your flying hours, you can get your license immediately. But what happens if you do your flying first and then write your exams? What happens is there's a time limit. There's time limits of 6 months. If you're not able to clear the exams within 6 months, you will have to do extra flying, and then you will be spending extra money, which you don't want to do, right? That's the reason I would suggest clear your exams first. Clear your exams and then go for flying. That's the best way, and that's the recommended way as well. I think there's a little bit of a problem with the stream. Quality might differ, but no issues. It will be back soon. That's the internet connectivity issues. Yeah. Let me head outside. Yeah, enjoy the views. What is the speed of the airplane before takeoff? There are different speeds for different aircraft. The aircraft we are flying today is the Boeing 737. This has different, again, it depends on a lot of conditions like what flap setting we are using, what the runway condition is, what the wind speed we are facing, if it is headwind or tailwind, and if there's crosswind and all that. After doing all of those calculations, you will be learning how to do these calculations in your navigation syllabus as well as performance, which is a different subject. So for this aircraft, the aircraft calculated it itself and then gave it to me. The speeds we got were 136, 138 and 147. That's what I was entering into the panel over here. V1 is 136, that's the decision I make. 136 knots, okay, nautical miles per hour. 136 knots is about 280 to 300 kilometers per hour, right? So 136 knots is the decision speed at which I make a decision if I want to continue with the takeoff or if I abort the takeoff, right? And 138 is the rotation speed, where I pull the yoke back. Boeing has a yoke and Airbus has the stick. I pull the yoke back, and 147, which is the V2, which I set over here, 162, that's a safe speed. So that's a speed at which the aircraft will be able to sustain flight without stalling, even if one engine fails, right? Those are the different speeds. Again, you'll be learning these in the performance syllabus of your navigation, right? I hope that answers your question. If it's in too much of detail and you want simple answers, you can tell me in chat. I will be giving you simple answers. Call your friends, share the channel. Please do subscribe to the channel if you feel the content is good. DGCA exams, you mean air navigation metrology regulations? So after clearing this exam, then I should go for training schools. See, you have two choices, right? The two choices you have is first clear your DGCA exams, then go for flying, or do your flying first and then clear your DGCA exams. See, the second option is applicable only if you're going abroad. If you are planning to do your flying from India, then you'll definitely have to clear your DGCA exams first. Right, that's the first thing. And the second thing is, see, I would recommend do your flying from abroad because it's cheaper and it takes lesser amount of time than most Indian flight schools. But if you feel, okay, I can't afford it, I want to do it here in India, then go for flying schools in India. There are very good flying schools here as well, like Redbird Aviation, Chimes Aviation, Gati, Garg and all that. Okay, but air regulations, meteorology and navigation is compulsory regardless you are going abroad or you're staying here in India. I hope that answers your question. Yeah, so basically what you can imagine is, to get your private pilot license, see, to get your SPL you can get it right now. You go to a flying school, they will give you a student pilot license without clearing any exams, without medicals, anything. Okay. Then to get your private pilot license, you are supposed to clear few set of exams. And then to get your commercial pilot license, you're supposed to clear few set of exams. Okay. So see, there are two technical papers that you will need to clear for particular aircraft that you will be flying. One multi-engine and one single engine aircraft you will have to fly for commercial pilot license, which is usually done within the flying school. You can do it on your own as well. Again, taking coaching from outside very good coaches, right? But air navigation, air meteorology and regulations is compulsory. Okay, you will have to write these 3 exams regardless you're doing your training here in India or you're doing your training abroad. Okay, you'll see, if you do your training abroad, you'll have to write that country's exams as well and write these 3 papers in India, because once you come back to get the converted DGCA's commercial pilot's license, you have to have cleared these 3 exams. Right? Does that answer your question? I hope it does. We are almost approaching the top of descent. That's a very short flight. And let's see if is SPL 6 months. There's nothing as such. See, it may take 6 months, it may take 7 months, it may take a year or 2 years. Depends on you, how good you are, as well as how good the flying school is. Let me prepare for this one. Sorry, don't worry. So we have to descend to 2,500 feet. Set. Approaching top of descent. Let me bring up the volume now. London control, EGLL tower should be on. Okay, QNH 1011 and information Quebec. North approach is 119.2725.
No ATC available. 122.122.18. Goodbye.
Set.
155 now says ATC available. 122.122.18. Goodbye.
KLM3276 London approach. Hello.
Scuba 268, turn left to 360 degrees and altitude 3,000 feet.
360 degrees and altitude 3,000 feet, Scuba 268.
Last engine call for that state also only.
KLM3276 descending 19,000 for 2,500.
KLM3276, water descent flight level 120.
Descent flight level 120, KLM3276.
Scuba 268, turn left into 905. When established on the localizer, runway 27 left, east 7 of the glide path.
295, then descend on glide path.
Yeah. So to answer your question, I hope that answered your question. That see, there's no time limit as such. It depends on how good you are, how good the flying school is, and how fast, how many aircrafts are available, how many instructors are available, and that's what you should consider as well. That's why, again, recommended to do it abroad.
Landing to flight level 140 for the White Alpha. The number 25 Jack, short not confirmed, 122.122.8. 32814 not confirmed, 122.122.8. Have a good afternoon, 32814.
Heathrow directed, Scuba 268 established on localizer 278.
268, thank you very much. Contact tower 118.5, goodbye.
118.5.
Okay, you want me to tell my journey starting from student pilot license. So I'm a little bit concentrating on the descent, but I'll try to answer your question as much as possible. So basically, first thing I did, I mean, how did you join, what exam you finished, and how many months it took? Okay, so yeah, I was in third year of engine. Let me just concentrate on this. Yeah, I was in third year of engineering. COVID struck. Actually, I planned to start my exams. Yeah, exams. I had planned to start with exams and all that after finishing my engineering. But because of COVID, I took that opportunity. I started classes with Captain Tapesh Kumar and Vinod Yadav Aviation Academy. Descent flight level 90, KLM 3276.
Juliet, Heathrow director, hello, flight now flight level 130. Flying flight level 130, London Juliet.
Yeah, so that's where I started. Right, I took ground classes from him. It took me about 6 months to, because of DGCA, we thought that I started my coaching in the month of July. We thought exams will happen in September or October, but because of COVID, it got delayed till December. On December, I cleared my navigation paper. I did not take all the papers together because I had to study for engineering as well. I was doing it simultaneously. Right. So I took my navigation paper in December and the metrology and regulations paper in March. I cleared all of them in my first attempt, taking coaching from them. Okay, I did fairly well. I got 88 in navigation, 85 in regulations, and 94 in metrology. Right. That's what I did. And then, yeah, after that,
1,000 to go.
I actually attempted the cadet program interview. I did get into the cadet program with SpiceJet, but I decided not to go with it because of one personal reasons, and I felt it was not a good choice waiting for 3 months, 3 years as a cadet with only 250 hours and not doing anything. I would rather spend money elsewhere and put time into type rating, building hours and all that, and become a much more experienced pilot. Right. That's what I have done till now in my SPL. Also, I do take classes for DGCA as well as cadet programs. You can approach me for classes as well. But I would recommend approach a very good. Uh, 270 for KLM3276.
Yep, and that's after landport, confirm.
After landport, confirm. KLM3276.
Speed 14 on speed 250 knots or greater. 250 knots or greater, speed 49.
KLM3276, can we get further descent? Yeah, so to answer your question, I finished navigation, metrology and regulations.
Can you confirm runway 27 left for arrival at Heathrow?
Yes, we've just switched runways back to runway 27 right, so we'll expect 27 right for arrival.
Okay, expecting 27 right for arrival now. London Heathrow.
Runway good for all stations on this frequency. Runway 27 right is now in use for arrivals.
Yeah, so descent is quite stressful for a pilot. 3276 flight level 80. Yeah, descent is quite a stressful part of flying, so let me concentrate on that. I will be answering questions as well. Bro, can you set it to autopilot and at a certain level height? Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. We can do that, yeah. But I'm listening to ATC. You can listen to ATC as well. I'm following his commands. KLM3276 flight level 80.
KLM3276, roger. Southern 9, copy Yankee, descent flight level 9 and 0.
Descent flight level 9 and 0, Lufthansa 9 Papa Yankee.
Cruise 14 on descent flight level 100. Descent flight level 100, let's see, like 49.
Actually, it's on autopilot.
376, 25 miles, runway 27 right, descent altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1011.
Descend to 4000 QNH 1011 KLM 3276. Turn left 110 KLM 3276.
Iberia 31 Papa Lima, contact Heathrow Towers 118.5. The tower 118.5, Iberia 31 Papa Lima, back.
I tune the ILS. Below 10,000, landing lights on, runway turn off lights on, position to stroke.
270 degrees. Leave London heading 270 degrees, Lufthansa 9 Papa Yankee. Moving in from kilo 1840, San Francisco 140. 140, next 184.
Speed 220 KLM 3276.
Lufthansa 9 Papa Yankee, speed 220 knots. Speed 220 knots, Lufthansa 9 Papa Yankee. Approach good evening, British Aerospace 461, welcome to Hotel with Quebec, KLM 63. KLM 633, Heathrow direct to hello, descent for level 150. 753, KLM 63.
Turn right 240, speed 180 knots, KLM 3276.
Marina from kilo 184, descent for level 110. 110, 20. Kilo 633, descent for level 120. 740, KLM 63.
Okay, let's start getting configured. Flaps 1. Flaps 2.
Unit 49er, detail flight 190. That's 190, Unit 49er.
Okay. Yeah. It is.
Yankee, Mike Alpha Charlie, lead Bovingdon heading 120 degrees. Left heading 120 degrees, Yankee Alpha Charlie. KLM 633, speed 220 knots. Speed 220, KLM 633. Marine from kilo 184, speed 220 knots. 50 knots, KLM 633. 429, leave landboard heading 270 degrees, speed 220 knots.
Leave landboard heading 270 at speed 27 knots for unit 429.
KM 3276, apologies, turn right in 300 degrees.
Turn right 300, KLM 3276.
From the 9 Papa Yankee, turn left heading 110 degrees. Descend to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1011.
Turn left, heading 110 degrees, and on the altitude, descend 4,000 feet on the altitude of, on the QNH of 1011, sorry, Lufthansa London Heathrow.
Yankee Alpha Charlie, descend flight level 80, speed 220 knots.
80, first way.
KLM 3276, descend altitude 3,000 feet, where will be gliding.
Descent 3000, KLM 3276.
Runway uniform kilo 1840, descend flight level 100.
Final 100, correctly.
KLM 633, descend flight level 110.
Descend 110, KLM 16.
Right, KLM 3276, descend altitude 3,000 feet, please.
Descending to 3000, KLM 3276. KLM 3276, shall we intercept the localizer?
A-firm, runway 27 right.
Runway 27 right, localizer intercept confirmed, KLM 3276.
Remain from kilo 184, leave landboard heading 270 degrees.
Leave landboard 270, glad right.
Yankee Alpha Charlie, descend altitude 5,000 feet, UNH 1011.
Flash 5.
5,000 feet, QNH 1011, Yankee Alpha Charlie.
Flaps 10. Gear down. Flaps 15.
From the 9 Papa Yankee, turn right heading 180 degrees, speed 180 knots.
Turn right, heading 180 degrees at speed 180 knots. Level
Pivot 429, descend flight level 80.
80.
Flaps 25.
Remain from kilo 184, descend flight level 90.
90, direct right.
Yankee Alpha Charlie, descend altitude 4,000 feet.
Descend 4,000 feet, gain pressure.
KLM 3276, confirm approach, runway 27 right.
Okay, 3276, roger.
Copy that, KLM 3276.
From the 9 Papa Yankee, turn right heading 240 degrees.
Turn right, heading 240 degrees.
Okay, we're good. We're fully configured. Looks nice.
QNH 1011.
I do have the runway in sight. There we go.
From the 9 Papa Yankee, on that heading, when established on the localizer, runway 27 right, descend on the glide path.
2500.
Descend on the glide path when established on the localizer on that housing. Lufthansa London Heathrow.
KLM 3276, contact tower 1, correction, speed 160 knots, maintain until 4 DMA.
Speed 160 until 4 DME, KLM 3276.
Remain from kilo 184, descend flight level 80.
80,
KLM 633, leave landboard heading 270 degrees, descend flight level 100.
270, flight level 100, KLM 6.
KLM 3276, contact tower 118.5.
118.5 for KLM 3276.
Speed 429, turn left heading 110 degrees.
110.
Remain from kilo 184, descend altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1011.
Heathrow Tower, KLM 3276, 27 right approach.
KLM 3276 from 9279, clear to land, wind 200 degrees, 11 knots.
Clear to land, runway 27 right, KLM 3276. Okay, we are clear to land. Let me concentrate on the approach. I'll come back to your question. Just give me a minute. I will do the landing and then we'll come back to your question. I'll disconnect the autopilot and hand fly it. Hand flying is very good until 4 DME. So I'm looking forward there. 4 DME and set to approach speed. Set. Descending. We have a nice descent. And tracker can come on. Yep. Okay. Autopilot and auto throttle disconnected.
1,000.
Hand flying the aircraft now. Okay, we might get disconnected, which is bad, which is bad, which is bad. Actually, let me turn this off.
500.
Heathrow Tower, good afternoon.
That's bad, that's bad.
400.
But we are good on the glide path, no issues, I can land this.
300. Approaching minimums.
Check. Continue,
200.
continue,
Minimums.
continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Check,
10.
and close. Smooth landing. Center line maintain. Check. Manual braking. Okay. Turn the mark on. Landing lights and runway turn off lights. Taxi lights as well. Landing lights are off. Runway turn off lights are on. Off. Taxi lights are on. Okay, let's taxi to our stand. We can leave. Yep. I would have said runway vacated, but the FPS is very low. I can't contact anyone now. Flaps can come off. Let's get parked to a stand. Yep. Yeah, as we are taxiing, let me look at your question. Bro, currently I'm in Bangalore and getting done with class 2 medical. Should I clear navigation, meteorology, revision paper? After that, what should be my next step? Yeah. So you're in Bangalore. So I would suggest get your class 2. There are a few good doctors. You can get in touch with me through your DMs as well. And then you can go to any of those doctors and get your class 2. Then even once you're doing your class 2, what you can do is you can contact Captain Karbanda or Captain Tapesh Kumar through their Instagram accounts as well as their numbers which have been given on their YouTube channels, and you can start your DGCA ground classes. So it's online. If you were in Delhi, I would have said go for offline classes, but in Bangalore, unfortunately in Bangalore there are not many very good flying academies that I would suggest. So please do contact Captain Tapesh or Captain Karbanda, and please do join their DGCA classes. And as soon as you're done with your class 2, please apply for your class 1 and get your class 1 as well. So that would be the steps I would suggest for your next step. Okay, class 2 and then your medicals. Yeah, so I have landed, I'm taxiing. I'm much more free to answer your questions now. See, there are 3 very critical phases of flights: taxiing, takeoff and landing. Okay, so that's where most pilots are very focused in their flying and they don't want to be disturbed. That's what happens with me as well. So I don't want to be disturbed while taxiing, takeoff and landing. So for that, but yeah, there, I guess I hope I answered your question now. Let's take this sign. It was a very short stream. You can join in for more streams as we progress. AP, you can come on. We are parked. Parking brake. Set. And let me turn up flight. Yeah, I hope I answered your question. You can come up with your next question as well. Engine mode selectors to off. We should have APU power anytime soon. I'm just going to go to APU gen. APU power available. Go into APU power, APU bleeds are on. And let's turn off engines. Engine number 1 off. That never gets old, man. That's on. Bro, could you type those pilot captain names in the chat box? I would suggest you DM me. I will guide you to them. And the YouTube channel names. See, one of the YouTube channel names is Boeing Boy. Okay, but he might be busy. He's getting married and that's human life and all that. Okay. Engine number 1 off. Engine number 2 can go off as well. That just sounds so good, man. Okay, let's open the doors and let our passengers out. Just forward entry open. Also ground services, air stairs. So that should be good. Yeah, our passenger can get off the aircraft now. We have AP power. We can also ask for ground power. Ask for ground power, set jocks. Air supply unit as well. Right. So we have ground power. We'll switch to ground power. APU can come off. APU bleeds can go off, and APU can go off. Let's hear that's pulled down as well. Please do leave a like for the channel if you're liking the content. Please do subscribe to the channel. Please do share the channel, and I'm always here for you guys. This was a very short stream. We'll do longer streams. I have done longer streams before as well. We'll do much longer streams than this. After learning ground class from these YouTubers, they are not YouTubers, they are pilots. Okay, what next, bro? What about SPL? See, SPL is student pilot license. It's just a certificate. You will get the certificate even now. It's like a LL, learner's license, what you have before you get your driver license, right? If you go to a flying school right now, they will give you SPL. That's not the point, right? After clearing, you're taking ground class from Captain Ankit or Captain Tapesh, what you can do is clear your DGCA exams. Okay, do it step by step. Clear medicals, clear DGCA exams, then go for your CPL, right? Right. So that's done. The electric pumps can go off, and probe heats can go off, window heats can go off, yaw damper can go off, trim air can go off, battery switches can be on, and this can go to ground power. Okay, we have good there. Okay, look, everything looks good. Okay, we have landed. Let's have a look at the replay of our landing. For that, I'll just bring down the volume so you guys can enjoy it much better. Yeah, there we go. So I'll just close the door as well because it will appear weird in our landing. Okay, everything else looks good. Yeah, let's have a look at the replay of the landing. Somewhere over here, a bit more. There we go. I guess it was a smooth landing as well. No issues, man. Please do subscribe to the channel. Please do leave a like. I hope you enjoy the content as well. Little bit of a float. Yeah, right within the touchdown zone. Happy with that. Right on center line. Happy with that. I might do another flight tomorrow, maybe a longer one. I have so let's finish the replay. I'm happy with that, and everything else is off. So before we go off, I have a few more aircraft. Yeah, thank you, man. Also, please do click on the alert icon so that whenever I go live next time, it gives you alert, and then you can come back and watch these streams. I have about 800 hours on this sim experience, so I know to fly quite a lot of aircraft here: the 737, the A320, A321, A319, and also the A350. Airbus aircraft and the Boeing 737, obviously 777 as well. We'll do different streams. I'll put up polls on my Instagram account. My Instagram account is also available in the about section of this channel. You can go there and leave a like on Instagram as well. Give me a follow. Right. Thank you for that. That's because that sound is because of this. Yep. Thank you for joining in. Had a wonderful time. Let's let me play some music for you guys and then we'll go off chat. Yeah, mic is still on. You can still talk to me, but I'll be closing the stream now. Thank you for joining again. Thank you for joining again, guys.